What's up, guys? This is LordSevein, and welcome to another episode of Rimworld. Last episode, we killed a Thrumbo, and then continued building our defenses out. We also have a little crafting area we're starting to build up eventually. And our people are starting to get this done. The problem is we're running out of chunks of rock to turn into blocks, and so we're having some supply issues. What I think we'll end up doing is setting people to haul so we can just get things up there, because right now when people are creating blocks, they're creating 20 blocks, dropping them down here and running to go pick up a limestone chunk, which is probably the closest ones are here, maybe here. So it's taking a little while, and also the AI really doesn't prioritize moving things very well. So it is what it is. It's fine, but I'm hoping that we can get Peaches and the like set up so they'll actually start constructing some of these other things. All right, Peaches is great. So we have a couple of benches. Visitors. Let's jump to that location. Hey, pumpkins. What are you guys doing here? So visitors are nice because you can trade with them, but they usually don't have a whole lot of stuff with them. Not a whole lot of money and that sort of thing. So I'm curious, since we've kind of walled ourselves off, if they'll actually come around and into our base area, or if they'll sit outside. Sometimes the AI doesn't like to actually come inside. Oh, hey, they are sick. That's fine. So they're just gonna hang out. There's a mod that lets you, like, give them food and have them sleep in your areas, which is kind of nice. It's called the hospitality mod. I think it's kind of interesting, but I don't have that current one installed. Right now, the visitors, I think, are there just so that if you want to kill them, stab them, and hurt your relations with their faction, you can do that and take their stuff, but I'm just not interested. They're tribes people. They don't have any good equipment. Their characters are all right, I guess. I guess this guy is not too bad. He has growing, medicine, shooting, melee. But I don't think it's worth pissing off the other faction, especially when they can send us trade caravans and stuff. So I think I'll just leave it as is and let these people go on their way. Hey, alpacas. You know, they can be pretty helpful, honestly, when it comes to harvesting their wool. Alpaca wool is kind of nuts for making clothes. I think it's the best, or one of the best, in terms of the cloth and textiles to make, you know, clothing or anything like that. So since it's so hot, what we'll do is make some cowboy hats. And we'll do it 5 times? 5 times. So that seems a little random, but cowboy hats are the best hat for hot environments. It gives you more heat protection, and it's about to get quite hot. I mean, it's raining, it's also nighttime, and it's 80 degrees, and it's not a heat wave at all. So when the heat wave hits, it's going to be real hot. So I want to give them some protection, and we can just start by making something simple like cowboy hats. And we have plenty. 565 cloth, so we have plenty. So Peaches, who's our best crafter? I'm actually kind of curious. I don't think it should be Peaches. So I'm going to take him off of there as soon as he's done with this. Hey, Peaches, what are you doing? Oh, eating? Okay, you can eat. That's fine. You can eat. No. I want you to finish this, and then I'm going to take you off crafting, because I want you to construct first and foremost. All right, cool. So let us take you off crafting, and Brewheart can craft first. Oh, that's tailoring. Whoops. That's a thing. Okay, well, he can finish this one too. Cougar skin, cowboy hat. All right, cool. And Chrono already has the hat on. That's so awesome. Oh. We have a person. That was random. They just randomly showed up. And cooking and artistic and not a whole lot else. Well, we have to rename this person. All right, looks like Dragon Raisin has joined the team and is currently real naked, I think. You naked, brah? Oh, no, you're wearing pants. All right, you're good. Ooh, you have 3 fine meals and a club. And you dislike women. Iron-willed, a green thumb. Sick. All right, so we need another short bow. So let's make a short bow. And we need to set his work priorities as well. So what we'll do is we'll just copy and then paste for now. Put him 1 on art. And he'll basically be a hauler. That should set him up. So he'll help us haul around. And we'll likely need to get him a shirt and a jacket and that sort of thing. But for right now, I think that'll work out pretty well. Now, if we could just finish up our defenses here, we'll be in a really good way. We need to continue extending this out. The reason why it extends out so far, and honestly should probably just extend all the way. Oh my god, look at all the ship parts. Woo! That's beautiful. Let's get it done. All those components. Components are really important as you enter the mid and late game because they're kind of hard to find. They're pretty rare on the map. Like, here are some components, but they only give 2 per chunk that you mine, whereas these give like 5 to 15 per chunk. So those are quite good, and we've gotten a number of them so far. All right, great. So we actually need another cowboy hat. So we'll go ahead and have that set up. Are we missing a cowboy hat? Did someone copped it and wrote, yep. I knew it. I knew it. They were saving it. Tossing it in there. Oh, hey, we have to make a bed for Dragon. Oops. Here, for now. Peaches, you have a roommate. For now, and then we're going to set up another barrack for you. But I think first I need to go ahead and set the storage to clear all and then copy the settings and paste them across all these nightstands. There we go. So now they won't store anything in these. I really use them because these nightstands give a little bit of a bonus, very minor, but a little bit of this bonus to sleeping, so they rest faster, and then also light. So it kind of combines both things together into one piece of furniture, and it's just a little more convenient than having a light and another piece of furniture, and helps add to the beauty. So let's go ahead and set up some additional barrack. We can go, we'll just go like right here, right? How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Just making sure. I want to keep it even, because if I don't, someone's going to make a comment. And then we'll set up a bed and an end table with the light. And we should probably extend our power. It may be able to reach, but I'm doubting it. So we'll just go ahead and do that. And I'd also like to set up a standing lamp in here in order just to make it a little brighter for people. And probably right there too. So they're not in darkness while they're working. That gives you a debuff over time if they don't have enough power. Also, let's keep our animals inside. So what I need to also do is set up a nice animal zone. So this is where things can get very complicated very quickly when playing this game, is setting up all the zones and permissions and where things are stored, and that there's just a lot of configurable options. So right now our boom rat, since it's not really good for anything right now, we're just going to have it be inside here. We don't want it running out, dying, and exploding and starting a forest fire. So this is where it's going to be allowed. We can also set up a specific sleeping spot for it, which I think we'll just set out there. And eventually we can set up a barn and that sort of thing. Ooh, okay. A military commissar named Dina Pinky Holman calls you from nearby. She is being chased by pirates from Chaos Gang. She begs for safety and offers to join your colony. Biologically, she is 33 years old. Be warned, if you accept, you'll have to fight off the pirates on her tail. So, the problem here is that we can't see the character stats of this colonist. And also, our defenses aren't ready yet. So we can either offer safety and they'll join us immediately and then we have to fight off the pirates, or we can ignore the message and focus on ourselves right now. As of right now, we have Dragon, who doesn't even have a spot to sleep yet. I mean, he's sleeping with someone else, but that gives you a debuff, so I don't really want to have that set up yet. I think we ignore this one. As heartless as this is going to sound, I think we pretend we didn't hear it. Because we're currently not set up for it, and I don't want to fight this just yet. This is a tough choice. So after thinking about it for a while, I've decided not to let this happen, because right now our defenses aren't even ready. And so if they came up through here, likely we would be able to get some cover, but not a lot. And ultimately this place just isn't ready. And so what we need to do is get this place ready, and then we can set up more of these. But, I mean, right now we're missing weapons on people, and it's just going to be a bad situation. And as you play on the higher difficulties, you have to be very careful about increasing your colony size too much, because the game increases in difficulty the more colonists you have. And right now, I think we just need to focus on us. Sorry, Pumpkin. Pinky screams in panic through the tinny speaker before you cut off the transmission. Maybe someone else can help you, Pumpkin, but it will not be me. We got to focus on ourselves right now. So I think I want to put doors here and kind of seal this off just a little bit. But for right now, we'll leave it as is because I want them to finish this up. But let's go ahead and have you haul. What are you doing? Oh, you're working on... Why didn't you just use steel from here? What? What? Yeah, just use that steel. It's right there. It's not a big deal. I don't know why that's a thing. All right, so we can remove that sleeping spot. Peaches no longer has a roommate, so he won't be upset. Let's see. Oh, I attempted to create a romance, but got the cold shoulder. Well, E-Room and Peaches, the shipping has begun. That sucks. Sorry, Pumpkin. E-Room doesn't want none of that. E-Room is a strong, independent woman and does not need you, even though you basically carry this entire colony on your back. Hey, a solar flare. So, solar flares are kind of annoying because they shut off all electronic devices, which can be very bad for our cooler situation. I'm not too worried about it because we don't have a whole lot of food stored up, but if it lasts for a long time, it can put us in a bad way. So I'm going to go ahead and extend out our storage here now that we cleared out a little bit of that rock. And I've got to decide what we're going to do for flooring. I'd like to do carpet at some point because it's probably the most effective outside of smooth stone, and we don't have a lot of stone here. It's all dirt. So I think that'll be a good thing to use, but we have to research that first, which reminds me, we should probably put down a research bench. Bad temperature. Oh, that's right. All right, let's go ahead and get our cooler set up for our crafting area. We'll probably expand this at some point, maybe to here. There we go. We'll just expand that right out. And that's probably fine where it's at. Let's go ahead and put down a little stool in front of it. And we'll likely move this at some point, but it's fine where it's at for right now. And then we can actually put a cooler here. And well, we won't need a vent. So that's one thing that can be a little frustrating depending on where you sit the temperature can have an effect on the crafting speed. So if it's too hot or cold in an area, people just won't do their job very quickly. So you have to really moderate the temperature as much as possible. And it's currently 100 degrees outside, so it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. I think there's a penalty past, say, 90 or 95. I forget exactly when the cutoff point is. So hopefully the solar flare ends soon and all of our devices start working again, because it is currently very, very hot. Oh, hey, all of our corn's about to rot, guys. Hey, can we haul this? Cannot haul. Can you haul? Hey, yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and just haul all of our corn, please, before it rots away. There we go. We've got most of our corn. So as I can tell, there's no difference, or it makes no difference to have, say, low health corn made into food. It might, and maybe I just haven't seen it, but I don't think it makes much of a difference. All right, Racket. For not having a passion in construction, you're doing pretty well. You're about to be construction level 5, and you're learning it at a third the speed of what you should be. So that's quite nice. And we almost have this done, which is also very nice. Just need a little bit more. And I want to deconstruct this as well. This can just be dangerous if we're not careful. People can use it for cover and that sort of thing. So I think I just want to deconstruct. And we should probably haul this stuff. So haul it out. Get it all. We have medicine. Woo! All right, so our research bench is set up. So now we just need to set what we're going to research. So I like to rush through to microelectronics and then get up to gun turrets and geothermal power pretty quickly. So I think that'll just be the first thing we research. We can go into carpet making, but I'm just not interested. Hey, we don't have bad temperature either. Sick. Peaches is finishing it up, finally. I don't know why. Oh, I guess because we enclosed this area. I was kind of wondering why they were roofing this, but it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But whatever. All right, finish it up. And then we just have this arm, and the firing mechanism is complete. Ooh, hey, let's chop this down, please. See, eventually I'm going to need to floor this so that no trees grow up out of this area. Or we could just plant it full of hay so that any of the areas where trees can grow is now hay. Or something like that. Just something cheap or that we can kind of change up and fill up, take a while. Actually, heel root would be really good, because then we could turn around and sell that. I think heel root is the way to go, for sure. So eventually we'll just set all this to a growing area, and anywhere we can grow, it'll grow heel root, which takes forever to grow, but also keeps any trees from growing in this area, which can be used as cover. So I realized that we don't have enough seats for all of our colonists, so I'm just going to go ahead and fill up the rest of our table here. I don't want to put seats here and here on either side, because when someone eats here and eats here, it takes up these two spots on the table. So if someone eats, if we put, say, a stool here and here, they'll also use this area. And so if they're both eating in that same area at the same time, one will get the ate without table debuff, which is frustrating because they're at a table, but they're just not. It's a weird thing. I don't think it's a bug. I think it just is a bad way of representing what spots are available. So in my opinion, there's only 8 spots available on these tables, and they're on either side. So if we get more than 8 colonists, we'll have to add additional tables going through. But this will be good for now. Give us a little something. What are we working on? Oh, hey, we're still getting that done. Hey, and we have most of the cover removed from here. This is quite good. I'm really happy with how this is going. I think we need to up our... We need to up that quite a bit, honestly. And I think we may have to increase our storage here as well. What I also like doing is creating a secondary storage area, or basically like a little barn for all of our foodstuffs that we can't store immediately. So our raw food, and then keeping the fridge only for like meals and meat and immediate use kind of things. So I think that'll be good soon. Uh-oh, Chrono. It's that smoke leaf withdrawal. You're at 62%. You're doing well. So eventually, once this goes up to 100%, they will no longer be dependent on smoke leaf, but their needs are also a little iffy going up through there. They need more attention. So we'll just watch that. That'll be fine. We also have some cargo pods. Ooh, meat. And hey, a Mufla. Oh, because of this cougar. I was wondering why that happened. So we can go ahead and haul that if we want. Look at all those blocks. Poor short bows. Come on, Brewhark, you can do better than that. What's your crafting? Yeah, it's at 11. You should be doing better than that, I think. At least we're hauling things. This is good. Peaches, getting rid of the cover. So I think what we'll do is place the barn area right here. And I'll go ahead and get that set up because we're going to quickly run out of space if we're not careful. So let's go ahead and do that. Until the coolers are online, we're not going to actually store anything in there just because we don't want to lose anything. Uh-oh, we have a major break risk. So what's your problem, Pumpkin? Chrono? You're just real not happy. I think this could end up being a problem for us very soon if we're not careful. So, there you go. Now you're not hot anymore. Get in the freezer for a little bit. Go lay down. There you go. Now you won't be tired anymore. Your mood's a little better. Ate without table, awful bedroom. What can we do to fix that? Let's take a look. So we can also set up another end table for each of the rooms, and that'll just help with the quality of the room, but also the quality of their bed rest. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we can also put plants in their room, which will just increase the beauty. It's like having a little potted plant, which is nice. All right, I think things are going pretty well. We have our barn area building up here. It's going to take a little bit to get to because we're going to have to... Oh. Well, a raid. We should jump over and see what's going on here. All right, so we have... It looks like tribes people. They have a mace, short bow, and a pila. All right, guys. Well, that's going to have to do it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to deal with this raid. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for all the support. See you guys later. Peace.